Welcome. This is our Thursday, March 3, 2016 edition of the Government News Brief. In the news, three-man panel to investigate prisoners' death at Camp Street prisons, Tocqueville residents get new roads, and improved healthcare services from Avaruma. With these and other stories, I am Azim Khan. Thank you for staying with us. This is the Government News Brief. Unrest at the maximum security Georgetown Camp Street prisons has claimed the lives of 16 inmates, while 5 others have been hospitalized. Public Security Minister Kemraj Ramjatan, who along with high-ranking officials of the Guyana Prison Service, held an emergency press conference to update the nation on the issue. Minister Ramjatan reported that this morning a monthly mandatory joint services operation and search was conducted at the facility, where 19 cell phones and a quantity of marijuana were found and seized. This seizure by the ranks resulted in the unrest in the Capital A section of the prison, where the prisoners using mattresses set 9 fires. Director of Prisons Carl Graham said everything possible was done to save the lives of the prisoners. Meanwhile, Minister Ramjatan announced that a 3-man panel will soon be named by President David Granger to investigate today's unrest, and government will ensure that the situation is stabilized. The minister added that collaboration will also be forged with the judiciary to ensure that the long waiting time for cases to be called is minimized. The joint services are closely monitoring activities at the Camp Street prisons, and citizens are assured that reinforcement measures have been put in place to ensure there is no recurrence of today's unrest. Meanwhile, on another prison-related story, the Guyana Prison Service places emphasis on prisoners' rehabilitation to ensure their reintegration into society. Here is that story.
Inmates are being exposed to a variety of programs while they are incarcerated. Agriculture will now be given a lot of attention with the Prison's Agriculture Development Board's recent reconstitution.
Many of them would not only be involved in hardcore agriculture production but agro-processing, and we would introduce also information communication technology in all we do, so they would receive certificates. They would work with University of Guyana, Guyana School of Agriculture, which we intend to have memorandum of understanding with these institutions because the conditions there are right for those kinds of development.
Dr. De Silva, who served in the 70s as the youngest agriculture minister, said the new board visited the Mazaruni prison where a number of recommendations were made.
Fortunately, the staff is upbeat. The officer in charge, as Mr. Hopkinson, is ready, willing, and able to go. So we are convinced that very soon we'll be able to make Guyana proud through the awesome example that you'll have from the Mazaruni prison with respect to what our agricultural policy and position ought to be.
Inmates are also given the chance to learn skills in music, carpentry, masonry, ICT, sewing and accounts as part of the rehabilitation process, which seeks to offer them a chance to be reintegrated into society upon their release. Shanti Gobodan with this Government News Brief.
As many as 75 schools participated in a 2-day science fair at the Diamond Secondary School. More in this report.
The fair featured booths dedicated to teaching children about science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM, and how these can be used to develop effective, innovative, and sustainable solutions to the challenges within the communities.
Our business management area has decided to bring out a new office layout that combines both the traditional office, which is cellular, and open plan, to make our semi-traditional Zika-proof office. Basically, here we did was not only give workers a little bit of privacy, but also being supervised by the supervisor. He strategically placed on a higher platform that he can overlook an aerial view of everyone, make sure they're not on Facebook or sleeping on a job or anything.
Today we're showing this model to you. This is a model showing wind power electricity can benefit this community.
The wind blows and turns the turbine, which is connected to a generator that converts the kinetic power to electricity. It is then transferred to the power station. And distributed to the houses using electric cables.
The fair is a part of a larger effort to boost institutional capacity in science, technology, engineering, and math in secondary, primary, and nursery schools across the country.
Our project is paper and plastic invention. We use all newspaper to make the table, the vase, and the placemats, and we use the buttercup to make the flower. Today we are doing plants, and our topic is byproduct of a coconut plant. Byproducts means things that are being made by the coconut tree, like coconut buns, coconut apple, skirt, and decorations.
Winners from the regional fair are expected to compete in a larger national science event to be held in Linden next month. However, this national fair does not cater for nursery school students, as these will only participate at the regional level as a part of creating curiosity in STEM among this level of students. For this Government News Brief, Shivani Rampersad reporting.
Residents of Tuckville, South Georgetown will soon have improved roads from the Special Projects Unit intervention. More in this story.
Engineers from the Special Projects Unit of the Ministry of Public Infrastructure today commenced road work in the city community. Clearing of drains and canals are also being done.
We put in on 6 inches of crusher run, 2 inches of asphalt. The road, as the residents say, since the rain smile, it floods. So 8 inches, 6 and 2 8 inches is supposed to be stopping the road from flooding. And actually we're doing 5 at the cross street with the main road.
I feel good because when the rain fall, the place is flood. I don't know where to walk. So I thank God that the road doing, and God is a good God.
This thing with the Institute of fixing the road is a very nice thing, but I'd also like to fix up the recognition facility this ground, because children playing on this show might be safe, because since the road fix up, bus and cars might speeding through, so it might be unsafe for the children.
It was like a forgotten, this road here was like a forgotten road. It's like over 2 decades. As soon as the rain sneeze, not fall, as soon as it sneeze, he flood. And everybody got to be traipsing through water. And nobody was doing anything about it. We tried to get, various peoples to listen. And this is the first time we're getting this kind of attention. It's great to see. And on behalf of this whole community, I thank whoever is responsible.
Engineers from the Ministry of Public Infrastructure continue to visit communities in and around Georgetown to assess the state of infrastructure and to make the necessary interventions. Residents of communities which have roads that are in a deplorable state are asked to contact the Ministry's Special Projects Unit. Engineers will visit, make an assessment, and follow up with the necessary intervention. For this Government News Brief, I'm Shanaz Low reporting.
Improved healthcare services is on stream for Mabaruma as Minister of Public Health Dr. George Norton visits the community's hospital. More in this report.
Staff of the Mabaruma Hospital were able to raise their concerns and share their ideas for the community's healthcare development with Minister of Public Health Dr. George Norton, who recently visited the community. During these discussions, the minister informed the healthcare providers of the ministry's offer to upgrade their qualifications to the Master in Public Health level, with the offer of scholarships.
For us, we don't have Masters in Public Health. Okay, we know you are clinicians and everybody wants to do the clinical work and so on. But bear it in mind, if you get a Masters in Public Health, it's $2 million for the course, one of the best courses we have. We can either give you a full scholarship depending on how much money we have, or we give you half. That's the first million. Those are the kind of things. Because Dr. Manko to tell you that, you got to know some amount of administration to run the region.
The healthcare providers were able to update the minister about the strides they were making in the community.
In Sand Creek in Region 9, and the doctor was telling me that mothers are still giving birth outside of the hospital.
Yeah, we still have that home deliveries, and we're trying to do education for home deliveries.
Actually, we got some money from IDB to train those nannies, those people who might not want to come. It's a different program to the community health worker. Community health worker is classroom.
Yeah.
sometimes we can't get these old nannies to go into the classroom. They're not interested, they're not accustomed to it and so on. So
we did that, Minister. We started in Yarikita, where we had 37 women came out, and we teach them like what are signs of high risk signs and different things, and we get in the cooperation because right now we have a new facility there.
At Yarikita.
At Yarikita.
You have boarding there?
So we don't have, we have one, but we need to put another one in and make like a boarding room. So I selected the health worker from there to give her some upgrading.
The minister's visit is in keeping with the government's quest to have the best quality healthcare offered to citizens. It is also essential for the community to have good healthcare services, as it is slated for township status soon. For this Government News Brief, Shivani Rampersad reporting.
We have come to the end of the Government News Brief for Thursday, March 3, 2016. We are reminding you that this is a photograph taken during the independence activities. If you recognize yourself in this photograph, please give us a call on 226-6715 or 225-3119. We would certainly like to speak with you. Remember, the Government News Brief along with all other GINA programs can be found on our website. We're also on Facebook and YouTube. On behalf of all of us here at GINA, thank you for watching.